shroud of green light enveloped the entire earth. Every human being was turned into stone statues, yet they were not truly dead. Their bodies were simply trapped inside, unable to move an inch. Amid it all, one man began silently counting down in his mind. He noticed that every once in a while, he would black out and lose consciousness. To stay awake, he forced himself to think constantly while counting quietly in his head. He had only one reason for doing this: to record the exact time and date flawlessly. He was determined to wake up in spring, the season when all life comes back to life. He kept counting for a full 3,700 years. It was not until a drop of liquid fell onto his body that he finally broke free from petrification and came back to life. The very first thing Senku did after waking up was check whether his surroundings were safe. Deep down, Senku was absolutely certain that he himself held the key to solving this massive mystery. Trying to figure out the order in which the stone statues had cracked apart, he carefully gathered every single piece of broken stone. Just then, a troop of monkeys surrounded him, as if ready to pick a fight. But once they got a clear look at the completely naked Senku, they panicked and fled in terror right away. They had simply never laid eyes on a hairless creature before. Senku realized in an instant that these monkeys were probably seeing a human for the very first time in their lives. After all, human civilization had long vanished without a trace. Cities that once thrived with prosperity had now turned into wild, untamed wasteland. Still, Senku felt not a single ounce of despair. Instead, his heart burned with passion and hope. His lifelong dream was to build a kingdom of science from absolutely nothing. The first thing Senku set out to do was make fire by rubbing wood together, but he was never cut out for hard physical labor. He struggled for a long time with no success at all, wearing himself out completely in the process. So he switched up his plan and decided to craft stone tools first. He started by chipping and sharpening rocks to make a stone axe. He then used the axe to cut climbing vines, wove them into sturdy rope, and combined the rope with a wooden stick to make a simple hand drill. With this tool in hand, starting a fire became effortless in no time. The monkeys nearby grew curious too, staring at him without moving a muscle, until they watched the campfire burst into flames with their own eyes. In the days that followed, he gathered wood to build shelter and make hunting traps, and hunted wild animals for survival. As time went by day after day, he not only made himself proper clothes, but also built a wooden cabin. Even so, the harsh primitive lifestyle wore Senku out badly. He badly needed a partner to make up for the lack of an extra pair of hands, and his first choice was his best friend, Taiju. But after digging Taiju's stone statue out of the ground, Senku ran into a big problem. He still had no clue how the petrification reversal worked. After careful observation, he spotted a cave entrance not far away, and caught a whiff of a sharp, pungent odor. To test his guess, he took a strand of petrified hair to run an experiment, and found the petrification effect had worn off. Senku was overjoyed. He immediately filled a bottle with nitric acid, and poured it straight onto Taiju's statue. Yet nothing happened this time. Left with no other options, he dragged Taiju's statue into the cave, to let the nitric acid drip onto it continuously, while he went off to keep researching on his own. He failed to notice that the stone statue behind him had already begun to change.